Yeah, somebody tried to unalive me. Hi, welcome to another episode of In My Zone. I'm Patricia Tone. I had to make this long drive as my last trip way out here past Santa Clarita. And so, the only thing I hate is that you all can't see the mountains and stuff in a clear, undarkened manner. But I am here with my story time because this one is unbelievable. Many years ago when I lived over on 10th Avenue, one of my neighbors who was a friend of a friend that got me the apartment, she tried to unalive me. Yeah, somebody tried to unalive me in my apartment near 60th and 10th Ave. So what had happened was, so my neighbor was a friend of my best friend, and that was also one of her best friends, so that made us become friends. And her boyfriend owned an apartment complex, and they got him to rent me an apartment because I was still fairly new to LA. I didn't know anybody, I didn't know where to go, things like that. So he rented me this 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. One night, well, let me back up. So the girl's name is Pam, and every time I think about her, I think about Pam on Martin, because she liked to party, and she just reminds me of the actual Pam on Martin, but her real name is Pam as well. So one night she went to a party with a celebrity's sibling. And so when they were doing the puff puff pass, because she loved the puff puff pass, apparently one of the puff puffs was laced with crack, and she immediately became addicted to crack. So I was working at the time at JCPenney's hair salon in Fox Hills Mall, and I wasn't feeling well one day, so I decided to leave early and go home, lay down. I had sick time, but I really didn't want to go home. But something in me, I say God kept convincing me to go home that day. So I clocked out and I went home. I get there, I'm laying on the couch in the living room, and shortly after I get there, I hear glass breaking in the kitchen. And I'm like, why is there glass breaking in my kitchen? So I get up, I grab the mop, the stick of the mop, because whoever it is, I'm finna hit their ass and push them over the balcony, because you had to be up on the balcony to reach the window to be able to break it, right? So my spidey senses, my living in the hood common sense is like, jab the fool, and they don't have no choice but to fall back and fall over the balcony, and then I can call the police, get away, lock myself up, do whatever I needed to do. So as I grab this mop and I'm finna hit the person, I hear, Patricia! It's Matthew! It's Matt in there! Is he in there? And I'm like, Pam? What the hell are you doing? I know you didn't just break my damn window. She's standing up on the balcony with this knife. I can't do it. Extra long a Rambo knife, okay? She's standing there with a Rambo knife on my balcony. And so I'm like, why are you breaking my window? And secondly, more importantly, why you got that damn knife in your hand? So she says, I heard Matthew over here. I heard y'all through the wall. Where he at? I know he over here. I said, girl, that man is not here. Why would you think he's over here in my house? Because I've been hearing y'all through the wall. I know you sleeping with him. I know you sleeping with him because you called him a punk the other day. I said, what? Yeah, when we was talking about the carpet and I asked you, did he ever come in here and replace your carpet? And you said, no, that punk ain't done nothing yet. And I was like, girl, you are tripping. I call everybody a punk. That's what we do where I'm from in Houston. Everybody a punk. Punk this, punk that. It's just like saying, well, in today's terms, y'all, it's just like saying, bitch, please, bitch that, bitch this, you know. And I couldn't believe it, right? I'm still standing there in shock. And she's still holding this knife. So she's like, let me in, let me in. I said, girl, you're not coming in here with that damn knife. I'm going to drop it, I'm going to drop it. I said, you're not coming in here with that knife. And so she kept faking like she was dropping the knife. I said, Pam, I didn't hear that knife hit the ground. I did. I said, okay, first of all, I ain't stupid. I ain't never been no fool. And I know damn well you didn't drop that knife and you're not coming in my house with that knife in your hand. Why would you think Matthew is here and why you coming in here? What, you coming in here to harm me? Yeah, I was going to come in here and I was going to wait till you get home and then I was just going to start stabbing you. Excuse me? I know you didn't just say you came here to unalive me. And she was like, yeah, because I know you sleeping with him. I know I heard y'all through the wall. I say, Pam, I don't know what you own and you look mighty bad right now. You done lost your damn mind. I said, I don't even like Matthew. I don't even like him. I don't even date men that old. First of all, let's start there. I don't even date men that look like that. You know, I said, drop the knife and then I'll let you in. And so my plan was when she dropped the knife, I could get it, hide it, and then let her in and continue to watch her until I call the police. So I said, drop the knife. And I heard her drop. I said, now go in your house, close the door, wait 5 seconds, and then you come back out. So she dropped the knife. She went in her apartment. And then she came back out, and I let her in the door. So I hid the knife in my stove, in my oven, because the stove was right there. And so she came in, and that's when she told me the story about the Puff Puff Pass and about being with this celebrity sibling. And to be honest, I don't know if it's true or not. And they say everybody got a twin, but homegirl looked exactly like the celebrity, that boy. He was a film star at the time, real popular film star. And she did some Puff Puff Pass with her. And like I said, she told me that the thing was laced. And immediately she was hooked. She said she smoked all night. And if I tell y'all, she looked like a crackhead. And all of this is in less than a week. Less than a week. So I said, well, I got to call the police. And now she starts crying. Please don't call the police. Please don't call the police. I said, Pam, them crocodile tears don't mean nothing to me because you just came in here and tried to unalive me. I'm calling the police. I have to have a police report about this whole situation. Please, they're going to take me to jail. They're going to take me to jail. I said, well, they would have been taking me to the damn coroner's office. I'm telling y'all can say what y'all want. I'm covered. God looks out for me. That's why I continue to be who I am and be the best person that I can be and not mess with other people, try to get other people in trouble because of that very reason. I'm telling you, I don't even leave work when I'm sick. It was rare that I had an off day, and God made me go home so that I could be already in that house when I heard her break that window, because she told me she was going to break in and be waiting for me when I came in the front door with this Rambo damn knife. And let me tell you, it would have happened because I wouldn't have had no reason to go in the kitchen and check the kitchen to make sure the window wasn't broke. I wouldn't have had no reason to check my apartment to think if somebody had broken in, things like that, because that's just not what you do when you get off and you get home from work. So I know God sent me home so that I heard her break that glass. He saved my life. Yes, he did. So now I'm feeling sad. I'm not really scared. I'm just puzzled, sad at the story. So now I call the guy, the landlord, and I say, hey, Pam just kicked my window in with a knife. She thought we was having an affair. She said she could hear us through the walls at night. She told me she smoked Puff Puff Pass that was laced, and I need you to come board up my window. And he didn't believe me. He's like, what? That's the craziest story I ever heard. I said, if you don't bring your ass over here and come board up this damn window, we're going to have a problem. I said, I'm calling the police right now. And so she, don't call the police, don't call the police. And he could hear her in the background. He said, is that her? I said, that's her. He said, I'm on my way. I hung up, called my other friend, that's a friend of both of ours, and I say, hey, Pam, blah, 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 blah. Once again, she was like, girl, stop playing. She didn't believe me. Here's where I'm upset with both of them. I ain't never been no liar. I ain't never been one to exaggerate no story like that. I'm a writer, but I ain't that damn a good a writer where I'm writing about somebody breaking in my house to come unalive me with a doggone Rambo knife. That you can't make up. She comes over there, her and the landlord get there at about the same time. Both of them are apologizing to me because they can't believe that all of this has transpired. When they got there, I left the part out. So when I hung up from calling everybody, she asked me if she could leave because she didn't want to be there. She didn't want them to see her like that. So I said, the only way I'm going to let you leave and not call the police is if you leave this property. And I'm not talking about going to your apartment. You have to physically leave the grounds, leave the whole building. And so she agreed. She said she would go to her sister's house, and that's where she went. And so I let her, when she was getting ready to leave, do you know that fool asked for the knife back? I said, I'm not giving you that damn knife back. You might as well count that as a loss, baby, because you're not getting that knife back. Not from me. Not from me. So she was mad about the knife. I kept it. I honestly kept it. I didn't give it to nobody. I kept it in case I needed it. Yeah, for self-defense. So I let her leave. They came. They couldn't believe it. He went over her sister's house and looked at her, talked to her, and then they all, he called and apologized. My other friend, she was in shock. She couldn't believe it. She called. They all called her to confirm and everything like that. And so some days later, I was coming home from work again, and I think he had put her out the apartment because she was in the driveway. And she was walking up on me as I was pulling in, and I was like, I'm not in the mood for it. This time I ain't calling police. I'm telling you, it's gonna be self-defense. No, I'm better. I'm not in I'm not going to do anything to you. I want to say I'm sorry. I said, okay, you said I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. So she was crying and apologetic and all that. I said, okay, I believe you. I believe you're sorry. And I'm going to pray for you and I hope you get help. But we ain't friends no more. We're not friends like that. I said, I'm sorry. I don't want to see you anymore. Ever. And I'm sorry it happened, but I have to protect me. I have to protect me. And she understood. And I honestly did not see her again. My other friends saw her, you know, but they convinced her to stay away from me, or I would press charges. And she stayed away. And I'm alive by the grace of God. So, yep, that's a story for y'all. I told you I've been through a lot of stuff. I got more coming, baby. I got more coming. Yep, my next door neighbor / friend tried to unalive me. And I didn't even know it. Thank y'all for listening. Please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. If you have any experience with somebody trying to unalive you, it's not funny. It's definitely not funny. But thank you for watching. This is In My Zone. I'm Patricia Tone, and I'll see you next time.